What's up, guys? Chasing Lamely here with episode 6 of the journey, and it's possibly our last game in charge of Young Reds of the Royal Antwerp under-23s, because it may be time to move on. There's some interesting jobs that have popped up. Let's play the game first, because there's also a championship on the line, which is probably more important. We could win the championship or the league title of the third tier of Belgium today. We just need a win. So like, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, so I'm going to talk you through what we've missed, but first a tiny sit rep, and then we'll talk about what the league table looks like. I still can't speak English today. Okay, so we played Leuven in the last episode, beat them 4-1. We then played Dessel and beat them 5-0. A hat-trick from Sharif Souma, a goal from Ilikenya, and a goal from Mustafa Sabo. We drew 2-2 with Olympic Charleroi, with Ilikenya and Sabo scoring there. We played Separate Elites, which are the Royal something or other. One of the big teams is their youth team. We beat them 1-0 with Keddy Bare, who's played a few games for us recently. He is actually a first-team player, and a first-team regular, in fact. Keddy Bare has played a couple of games for us this season. We've had Hoekstraten, a 6-4 win away. A brace from Ondrejka, who is also a first-team player. A brace from Yao Kipre Anneke, another first-team player. And goals from our own Amal and Hormans. We then played Virton at home, a very hard-fought, to be honest, 1-0 win, which leaves us with just one game to play against Union Namur. They're fourth in the league, but not the biggest stress in the world, because we're currently top by 1 point against above Capellen and 2 points from Knocker. We're already promoted, so promotion in the bag, but we do want that title just to round things off. Looking at what's happening around the ground, Capellen are at home to Testsport, who sit 11th. Knocker, who are in 3rd, are at home to Lokeren Temse, who sit 6th. So they've got a tough game. We've probably got the toughest of the games because we're playing 4th place Union Namur, and we're away. So this could go any which way but loose. In terms of, I was saying there may be an opportunity to move on. Let's go to our job centre here. There are some jobs here that do appeal to me. So, I find the idea of going to Airdrie slightly appealing. Little trip to Scotland. They've just been relegated from the Championship. Oxford City, my local team, just been relegated from the National League, and I feel like I could probably do something with that, but I don't want to go to a big, go to England too early. Picerno appeal to me, not necessarily because they're a big club or Series C season to speak of, but they've got some money. That appeals to me. I've not looked through their squad because I would see nothing. But there is some appeal in perhaps going to Series C. Very different style of football, of course, but I think we can make it work. Also, I was looking at Numancia, who have had, as I recall, a decent history. Or am I thinking of someone else in Spain? Let's have a look. Because I think there's a Numancia and a Numancia, and I don't know which one's which. I know this one I know the one I'm thinking. There you go. They have been in the top flight. I knew they've been in the top flight. They were a Liga side as recently as 2009. They've been through some times. They've lacking some money, but maybe there's a rebuild on there. So that could be a place we look at as well. And I think there was one other club, if my memory is serving me. Was it Logrones I was looking at? Maybe they've disappeared. There was someone I was quite excited about, but seems to have gone. But essentially, we'll see if we win the title, and then if we do, we may look to try and grab one of those jobs. Just because, right, we're going to take those opposition instructors. I haven't actually picked the team yet, so we're going to just do a little quick pick and see what happens. You can see we've got some injury problems, so that's not helping either. Right, so who have we got from the big boys? Desailly is not going to play if I can help it. He might have to because he's not very good. Desailly has never played well for me in all 4 games. Let's have a look. So we've got Lamens, Liefens, Van den Bosch, Desailly, De Reuter, Jovanovic, Korten, Sabo, Hormans, Souma, and Ilikenya on the pitch. That's pretty strong. I'm going to throw another midfielder on that bench because I need one. I know exactly who I'm looking for. Robbie Doms. Naturally, Robbie Doms is going to play there. Both the Van Hees boys are going to be leaving at the end of the season because they're both moody gits, and we don't need that in our lives. I'm noticing there's someone missing here, but he must be injured. That's fine. It's so hard to keep track of this team. It's part of the reason I'd like to move on once we win the title, not just because I can't do much to sign players or really progress beyond the division we're going into with this, but also because I cannot remember the names of all the players because I must have used 90-something players this season just with players being sent down for match fitness and whatnot. Anyway, without any further ado, let's get into the dressing room and let's see if we can secure the league title for the Young Reds. Okay, so we're in the dressing room and I found the option I wanted. It's actually the recommended one, to be honest. Let's give these fans a title party at full time, shall we? That's motivated some boys, right? Let's tell them to give us a strong defence, give us a strong midfield, give us a good attack, and hopefully we'll get all of those things, get a good win today, and we can celebrate a tunnel interview because it's on the telly. Crazy stuff. Looks like we're set for another final day of the season full of drama and tension. We've gone through enough. Have we done enough to emerge as champions come full time today? I hope so. How do you reflect on the club's very successful journey to go about? Something we should all be very proud of. There we go. Job is done. Okay, so they're playing with a 4-2-3-1. We are, of course, playing with our 4-4-2 diamond. 91% pass completion. Insane. Insane stuff. We've only dropped a couple of points out of the last 15, so we're doing very well at the moment. And I think we're probably the form team in this division, so that's also very beneficial to us, of course. We would like to get the win, though. We want to finish this season off in style. 5 or 6 goals would be beautiful. I'm going to put the around the ground screen on there, so whenever we come back between highlights, you can see how the situation is. Throw in for Iskaye for Namor. To Dur, to Iskaye, to Van der Kamen, ball forward to Mayoka Tika, to Perso, has all the time in the world, finds Van der Kamen, back to Iskaye. I'd like to win this ball back if I can. There we go, Desolé has actually done a tackle, but a rubbish pass. Bangora just gets a free pass to Chenkum. Chenkum threw back to Bangora, saved by Larmans, as we've come to expect. And you know, if we do move on somewhere we can, I'd probably take Larmans, Sumar and Ilekenya with us at the end of this season. Probably Sabo and Corson's given a chance too. We may have to pick the bones if we do move on. As much as, of course, Antwerp will allow us to, because they're youth players. Bold to Dur. Dur with a cross into the box, looking for Perso. Perso to Chenkum. Chenkum's going to fancy a shot. He doesn't take it. Dur. And that's been called offside, so that's gone really well. We're not spectacular so far. Knockout, by the way, are currently winning, so we've dropped down to second. Apparently goal difference isn't a thing here, it's head-to-head. Desolé with a cross to Van den Bosch. Don't like the idea of my left-back taking corners. That doesn't appeal too much. Yeah, apparently it's going to be head-to-head rather than goal difference. I haven't actually looked to see what the separator is because I just knew a win would win us the league, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for. So we'll see how it goes. De Ruyter has won the ball back to Sabo to Jovanovic. Jovanovic ball forward and looking for Courtens. I'm going to do an encouragement because I don't think this is going to go in. Sabo to Hummels to Ilekenya. I got that right. De Ruyter forwards cross. Good cross. Courtens can't quite put it away. I knew it was going to end in a goal. It didn't quite look right from the start of the highlight. We are in need of a goal though, because it looks like just a draw is not good enough to win us this title unless Knocker lose. So goal here would be nice. Sabo taking the free kick. He's got some big heads to aim for. Puts it into the box, looking for Desolé. Desolé, after almost slating him for being rubbish all season, Desolé has come in from the first team, actually shown up to make an effort today, and scored a goal. That's absolutely unthinkable. I look at him and I think he'll just make mistakes. I don't think he'll make goals, but he has in fact pulled that off beautifully. And we are 1-0 up, though it could not last long. Dur to Iskaye. We need to get across here and do some defending. Van den Bosch does the defending. Sabo probably got in the way of the clearance a little bit there. It's fallen to Jamet, and we need to get in defending mode again. Back to Besson. Besson has time. We need to win it back if we can. finds Miyoka Tika, back to Perso with a big switch to Escaye, who we've not decided to challenge. We've decided to stick with the guy running with him, which was an odd choice. Dern out into the box, looking for Bold, and it's gone over, and we are once again very, very grateful. Let's praise the boys, because that seems to always make them happy. Hopefully we can get a second goal soon. It's half-time, it's still 1-0. There is nothing anyone can do about it, about the league title, as long as we're winning. Things are going well. I know you're capable of even better. I think that's probably a fair shout. Is anyone having a bad game? No, I think we'll just do a general improve. I have faith in you, because that's probably fair. We've got some players looking apprehensive and nervous. They'll hopefully sort their lives out. If they don't, I'll take them off. They'll be just fine. But as things stand, we are top of the table. Nuka are currently winning still 1-0, yeah, and Capellan are drawing 0-0 with Teshsport. So still some stuff to play for. We're going to throw him with De Ruyter on the far side. Plenty of guys close. Sabo was his choice. Back to Jovanovic, into Ilikenya, to Leuvens. Oh, Leuvens has scored. Jana Leuvens, his first goal of the season. He's a Belgian under-18 international. He's fantastic. He's been really good for us all season. Quite a few assists. And looks like being a really good player. Again, another player, if I could take him with us, we'll move on. I probably will do. Just a really solid player. Really good player who has done really well for us. We're now 2-0 up. More praise for the boys. I think we're going to be the champions. Thrown again for De Ruyter to Sabo, back to De Ruyter, back to Sabo. Sabo looking for options, gets tackled. Jovanovic there to clear up though. De Ruyter with time all the way back to Desailly. Desailly forward to De Ruyter. De Ruyter has options around him. Needs to find a cross. There we go. Kenya's in. It's 3-0 and we are turning on the style to secure what should be now a very comfortable championship win in our first season of the journey this year. Very rare we win a league in the first season of any save, let alone the journey. But there we go. We have found our place here at Antwerp. We have guided them into the second tier. We will have a look at moving on in the summer. It doesn't guarantee we will do. I'm only going to apply for 1, 2, maybe 3 jobs. If we don't get them, we'll stay here as long as they don't sack us. So let's not get too excited, especially because, you know, we can easily get refused. It's not unheard of. We might get refused for a move, but you know, if it's just a 6-episode stint here, it's a 6-episode stint. Just realised I need to make some subs. Let's do that whilst we talk through options. I would quite like to go to Airdrie. I haven't been managing in Scotland. Why are they the wrong way round? That's unacceptable. I didn't even notice that. Right, we're going to send on Van Heesch to be better that way around now, because Van Heesch cannot play as a target. Can't even play as a advance forward. There we go. That's close enough to a poacher to be of use to me. Right, we'll take off Jana Leuvens because he is knackered. De Ruyter, we don't have a left-footed player to replace him. I don't want to stick Almashad in there. If I can, sure, let's do it, because if he gets hurt, we're going to be in trouble. We'll take off Djukanovic, that's Dom's in there. Courtons can be replaced by Schmitz, and Horemans can be replaced by the other Van Heesch, because, we've run out of subs. How do we do that then? Because I replaced the left back. Okay, someone's got to be better at left back. We'll stick Desailly there. He's going to be the best option. I really don't like the fact we have no left backs at this club at all. It really bothers me. Jovanovic to Sabo to Hormans. Can we get a 4th goal here? De Ruyter, tackled by Escaye. Sabo picks it up. He's going to take his time as he always does. Back to De Ruyter, back to Sabo, back to De Ruyter. These two play very well together into the box. And Courtons scores our 4th goal of the game as he's about to come off. But, you know, needs must. He's coming off. And we are, 4-0 up. 83 minutes on the clock. We've been really, really good since we made those couple of tactical tweaks. We've just been so good. All the football we've played has looked nice. All of the attacking chance, the chance creation has been much better. Just everything we've done has been vastly improved. and it's showing now, and it's kind of a shame we might have to move on. I mean, we don't have to, but it's unfortunate because we found a way to get this team to play that looks really, really good. I will save the tactics so we can take it with us. There we go. Half our players have vanished into thin air. We've just decided that we only need 8 people to collect a trophy. That's buggy. That's interesting. He's going to hand the trophy to nobody. It's going to disappear, and he'll probably celebrate. I'm not. This has gone badly. I feel like the first team have called up so many of our players so quickly they didn't get a chance to celebrate before they ran off. Mitrovic is out there celebrating. He's hardly played all season. That's timely. Genuinely, half our squad is just De Ruyter is invisibly standing there. Yeah, that's gone well. The new match engine graphics are working. Okay, so absolutely brilliant. We're champions. Oh, they came in to be talked to after half time. They didn't fancy celebrating. Nice, good work, boys. We have won the title. Won a title first season. Absolute insanity. So, I think we're probably going to stick in some applications. Let's go and do that. Okay, so I've got to be careful not to upset the board too much whilst making these applications. So we're going to take it very carefully. We'll stick in the Piceno. I'll look it up if we get the job. We will stick in the Airdrie application because they've got the reason, by the way, Airdrie look really appealing to me for the end of this season. It's not the bank balance. They've got a really, really good youth recruitment system. They should be able to produce their own players for the first team. We'll look at those. We'll look at Oxford City just because it'd be rude not to. And we'll have a look at Numantia because there's a rebuild there that we would like to take on. I think that's probably a good combination. I don't know who Young Boys FD are. I'm sure we'll find out. Young Boys Football Development. That doesn't sound at all dodgy. That's got to be the reserve team of someone. It's not the reserve team of someone. Let me know in the comments if you know anything about this team, because maybe there's an interesting story there that we should keep an eye on. Because, interesting. 3rd Division of Denmark. I can't imagine they're connected to the Young Boys of Bern. So, yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you know anything about them. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the episode there. We are champions in our first season with Young Boys. Young Reds. And who knows what we'll be. I'll come back next episode. It will either be the first episode, the first game of next season with Young Reds, or it will be some kind of we've signed for a club transfer special. So, till next time, guys, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you on next episode. Stay safe. Have a good one.